Hello dear traders. Analytical service in Guru.Markets. Thank you so much for helping us. Help forms in the description. Dear viewer, I ask you to give this video your royal like in advance. Your like is extremely necessary for the development of the channel Guru.Markets. Now we will look at the main fundamental indicators of the company Charter Communications, ticker CHTR. This review is based on current information as of July 29, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company Charter Communications belongs to the subcategory Communication Internet. 39 organizations take part in the assessment. This is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. Let's look at each indicator in more detail a little further. If you want, you can put a stop. We invite you to take a closer look at all the organization's indicators. You can go to the table with the ticker structure using the link in the pinned comment. Thank you for your repost and other support. All this greatly helps in further work. Market capitalization of the organization Charter Communications is $52.95 billion. Market capitalization of the subcategory is $368 billion. Charter Communications Inc. accounts for a share of 14.371%. It is one of the large companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $13.1 billion. And the balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory is $188 billion. Charter Communications constitutes a share of 6.975%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of market and balance sheet capitalization, we will see the following. Share Charter Communications Inc. in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 14.371%. The book value is 6.975%, which is 51% less than the share of market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The debts of the company under study amount to $98.359 billion. Financial liabilities to balance sheet capitalization amount to 750.8% of capital. Assessment of the company's financial obligations, very bad, -2 points. The company's market value to earnings ratio is 11.7. The average for the subcategory is 28.3. This is 59% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of market value to profit ratios in comparison with subcategory companies. Very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $4,650 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are tentatively expected to be $5,023 million. 8% more than currently. An assessment of projected future profit performance in comparison with in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's price-to-revenue balance is 1. The subcategory average of 1.1 is 9% lower than the subcategory average. Evaluation of stock market value to revenue ratios in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $54,660 million. Projected revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $59,040 million. which is 8% more than now. Assessment of expected future sales performance in comparison with the performance of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. If you are interested in such analytics, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. Thanks for your subscription. The margin is 8.5%, with an average in the subcategory of 4%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 4.5%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 13.401%. This is 7% less than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the discrepancy between the company's current exchange price charter communications, rather towards revaluation. The amount of capital for each employee of the company is equal to $524,000. Whereas for the subcategory it is $488,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 7.4%. Estimation of the company's capital volume per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. Profit per employee is $46,000. With an average in the subcategory of $17,300. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 166%. Estimation of profit per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The share of revenue per employee of the organization is $541,000. In the subcategory there are $433,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 25%. Estimation of the share of revenue per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Short shares correspond to 13%, with an average for the subcategory of 5%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 76% for the company Charter Communications Inc. For the subcategory, this level is approximately 58%. Technically, the subcategory's shares are valued lower than the company's Charter Communications. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares Charter Communications and subcategory companies. We can see that over the last 12 months the stock Charter Communications Inc. showed a change of -6.8%. Against price changes in the subcategory -0%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but we must keep this fact in mind. Before announcing the final grade, please leave your rating Charter Communications in the comments below. Result: 2 out of 10 points. The average score for the subcategory is -0.6 points. If you look very broadly, within the market as a whole, we will see that the average score for the stock market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a score of 2 points Charter Communications Inc. Let's look at the table of orders that is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made by the information system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the analysis Charter Communications Inc. help System.GURU.Markets, the decision was made. Do not open an order due to Charter Communications Inc. overvalued subcategory company. Thank you all very much for watching this video and for using the information system Guru.Markets. You are the coolest audience in the world.